Movie Dudes. So for those who don't
Movie dudes.
show, this is the segment where we talk about movies, every kind of movies we've just seen. So for this review, we're going to be talking about. Well, I'm going to be talking about Doctor Strange.
Tell us about Doctor Strange, Dan.
So it's Doctor Strange is what I think they call a third phase Marvel movie. Basically, it's after the second Avengers. So this, by the way, spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen it, sorry. So Doctor Strange follows the Doctor Stephen Strange as one would do. So Doctor Strange is a badass neurosurgeon. He pulls like a bullet out of someone's head and saves his life and all that stuff. But he does the one thing that we should all not be doing. He starts looking at his cell phone while he's driving, and he ends up in a car crash, and it fucks up his hands. So he's trying to find all these surgeries to basically fix his hands, and then he meets up with a guy who he apparently had tried to work with before, but it was unable to do it. And this guy is supposed to be paralyzed from the waist down, and it turns out he's walking. And he tells him, "Go to this place in Tibet, Nepal, somewhere. It was Kathmandu, and they'll teach you how to, help you fix." And they basically he meets up with I can't remember her name. He meets up with this woman called the ancient one, who's this like mystic who teaches him the ways of magic. And I can't remember his name, but the guy who played Galen Merrick in Star Wars and Rogue One is the bad guy. At least he's what you'd call the dragon. He's not the big bad. He's just the bad guy you get in the way of. So he's basically raiding these sanctuaries that these magic people set up because, as they explain it, they defend the world against more like mystical stuff, and he's weakening it so that this being called Dormammu, who's this like big badass wants to destroy the world, wants basically they're weakening it because they made a deal with him for power. Eventually, they stop them. They stop Dormammu, and it turns out that he's got a natural thing for magic. He seems to understand it. He also they also show another Infinity Stone that's like how they had the Tesseract, the cube from like the Avengers.
Yeah.
So apparently there's like 6 stones that they're supposed to have. Tesseract's one of them. The Mind Stone in Vision's another. What was the other one? There was Space, Mind. Reality. That's the one that was in Thor: The Dark World. The red stuff. That's an Infinity Stone too. I can't remember the other. Oh, the Power Stone. That's the one from Guardians of the Galaxy, the purple one. And the new one is what they found was called the Time Stone, and that's the one that Doctor Strange has. And so there's one more Soul Stone, and they think it. Some people think that it might be appearing in Thor Ragnarok because it'll be then they can get Thanos to have all 6 stones. That's going to be a big part of the story. So we know we're one. Oh yeah, and in the end, there's a cameo with Thor. Basically, they're trying to find. I think he's trying to find Loki or something like that. Like he comes and says, "Hey, I need your help. Do this stuff." And he's like, "Well, I'll help you," because So it makes you think that Doctor Strange is going to probably end up in an Avengers movie.
Interesting. Well, it sounds like an interesting movie.
It was really freaking. It was like. It felt like I was tripping balls at times because of all the fractals and stuff like that. But that was actually based on the original art design from the comics. It's where they didn't make everything so flashy. They made things a little bit more subdued in the colors, but it was really kind of cool. The CGI didn't feel like, how some CGI gets just like really over the top, like we were talking about before.
Yeah.
It was done well. It felt.
Yeah, that's good. It didn't overly consume the whole film.
Right. That's a big problem with a lot of these movies is that they just go sometimes they just go overboard. I mean, they end up like looking like Sharknado.
Mm. Yeah, Shark. I haven't seen it yet. I kind of want to. I think we should watch it again.
You should watch that. No, another big thing that was for if you notice that practical is making a comeback.
Yeah, because it makes shit look real, and we like that.
And it kind of has a like Mad Max was had CG in it, but it was done for
Oh,
very.
it had a lot of practical.
I know, but there was CG in it, but it was done for certain things. There's certain stunts they couldn't do, or there's certain certain enhancements they wanted to do, or like the storm. Those were CG because they needed to do that, but otherwise it was largely practical.
Yeah, it was on. I like practical. That's all I'll say about it. I like.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching.
I don't thank you anymore.
Remember to leave a comment below and hit that like button. I'm Dan,
I'm Chris.
and we will see you later.